there's tools out here that you can use to your advantage that will help you in your endeavors of automating your business. That's my whole goal and my claim in 2020 and beyond is automating your business. There's too much stuff that you may have on your plate and too many things that you're trying to implement and do, but there's tools out here that allow you to automate your business. Start building a list. Whether that's through email, whether that's through Messenger, whether that's through SMS. Because the reason why I say that again is that I've been working with a lot of businesses due to the pandemic. And I explained to businesses last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, do you have a database? And they're not building a database. They're not building a database. And, just my opinion is that I think sometimes, a lot of businesses struggle because they don't have their own database. You want to be in control of your own database. So if you built a list and you started building your own list, whether through Messenger, email, text messaging, and you having those down days due to the pandemic, you can keep your business growing. I mean, if you're sending out emails and you're sending out text messages to your list, letting them know the different events that's going on, we're opening back up. So some businesses open back up and some customers don't even know that they open back up because they don't have a database. They don't have emails or anything. So collect those emails. You can sign up for platforms like ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, GetResponse. Those are what you call autoresponders. And you can create your sequences, your nurture sequences. My wife was asking me a question the other day. She was saying, how can you communicate to 2,000 people at one time? You can't, she's not in the digital marketing space, so she did not understand that there's platforms that you can get on and you can basically create all these different, what we call nurture sequences. You can have your day 1 follow-up, your day 3 follow-up, your day 7, your day 10, your day 14. And you can have all this stuff inside the system and it does everything for you. And you just walk away. You just create this stuff. And she was like, wow, I never knew that. So that's the importance of building that list. And once you build the list, you have your autoresponders. So everything that I did in the demo, it's already set up in the system. The system is already set up. So, if you're in the email sequence, you'll get another email in 3 days. So say if someone did not redeem the coupon, we'll send an email out to them in 3 days and say, hey, we noticed you didn't redeem the coupon. There's a saying that it takes 7 to 10 times in order for someone to know, like, and trust you. So the average person does not follow up. So you get the email database or the text message database, but you don't follow up. You have to follow up. If you be persistent and you constantly keep following up, they're going to either get tired of you or they're going to say, hey, what you got? So that's the whole premise with this. And that's my number one tip, is to build that database, build that list. You won't go wrong. You're going to feel confident that you have a list, and you're going to be confident when you're able to build. And that's another thing that a lot of us don't do as business owners. We don't, plan, especially on the online space. Look at it this way. If you're going to move into a house, or if you're going to have a house built, you have to have the blueprint. You have to have a plan. You're just not going to, wake up one day, and say, let me build this house. All right, let me start here. Let me go get this. You have a plan. Nobody's coming out here. I don't care if you Amish. You're not just going to come out here and just build the house without a blueprint. Even if you Amish, and Amish is the best builders in the world. Even if you Amish, They have blueprints of how they build their homes. So it's the same thing. When you're building your funnel, your opt-in page, your landing page, you want to build it out, put it on paper. Okay, I want to get 100 leads to my SMS list. I want to get now I want to go out to here and I want to send them to my free book. You want to get somebody on your list ASAP. You can have at your registers, at your cash registers, you can say text join to this number. Like the one that I have set up now is for long codes, but I also have a short code service as well. The short code service is 69696. And the difference between the two, and I'm going to answer your question, but I just want people to understand the difference between the two. For local systems per se, in the size of your list, if you have a list of less than 1,000 people, the long codes will work for you. They have a slower send rate of messaging back to the people compared to a short code. The short code will give you a faster rate and is more preferred to send out to a bigger list. So if you have a real big list, 5,000, 10,000 people, you want to use a short code. So if you're starting out, you can use long code in your local space. And with the long code numbers, you can get any zip code that you want. It could be, if you want to build a list in Texas, you can get a number just for Texas to build a list in Texas. You can also, turn your landline business number. So if you have a landline business number, you can turn that into a texting number as well, that you don't actually have to change the phone number to something that people don't recognize. So to answer your question, Ms. Pamela, if you have a clothing retail store and they come in and you have text join to say 69696 to get 10% off your order immediately, you're going to get more opt-ins. Because if my bill comes up, I'm in say Target, and my bill comes up to 175. All I have to do is text to get on the VIP loyalty club, and I get 10% off right there at the register. Or if you're already on the VIP loyalty club, that's enough. You want to build the VIP loyalty club gives you extra perks. So if I become a loyalty member of that business, then they're going to give me more perks. Okay. So you take advantage of, those perks that these businesses are using, because a lot of businesses are not using a VIP loyalty club. So another offer that you can have is birthdays. So if they subscribe to your list, if, say, for instance, you at a restaurant and they say, if your birthday is today, all you got to do is get that information, and I'm getting $25 off my meal if it's your birthday. Another one is anniversary. You and your husband or you and your wife, you're celebrating the anniversary. You can do $25 off your meal if it's your anniversary, as long as you're on the VIP club. Because when you're building the VIP club, you're collecting that data. So it all depends on what type of list that you're building. Real estate agents. If you're building a real estate, say like you're building a buyer's list or an investor's list. If you're someone that's a wholesaler in the real estate market, and say you're building a list of people that are interested investors, you got a whole portfolio of properties, you can be sending that portfolio of properties to the people that subscribe to your list, to your VIP club. The people that's in the VIP club are the only ones that can get my special list of wholesale properties that I have. If you're not in my VIP club, you can't get that list. So you see the difference of the wordplay. The VIP club, per se, a regular list, you may not get all the perks in a regular list versus the VIP club. So you can distinguish the two as well like that. you have to build your reputation with your email provider. Most like, I don't know who you're using. So if you're using, do not use Gmail. Do not use Gmail. You either want to use Amazon SES, SendGrid, Peppy Post, also MailChimp. So what you do is you warm up your IP. You have to warm it up. So you have to, there's other things you have to do, your DKIM. The DKIM is a certain signature that is put into your emails that knows that you're a reputable person. So if you want to build, you have to first build your own list. Okay. So once you build your own list and you put them in a place like After Campaign or MailChimp from a form. So you have your form and you actually have people that are opted in to that list that makes you reputable. The more people that opt into your list and you're sending good content to them, you'll always be in the inbox. Okay. So when you're just starting off a new list, so you created a new list in your autoresponder compared to a list that you had 7 years ago, that's going to be a difference. So if I create a new list, like this new list that I just created, demo list, it's going to go into the promotions in Gmail because that's not a list that I used 7 years ago or 5 years ago that already has like 500 people in that list. So that's how you stay out of the spam box. And warm up your IP. You have to warm up your IP. If you go in SendGrid, SendGrid is one of the best ones to use. And they give you like 25,000 contacts for free to send email out. But don't cold email a list that you did not have any authorization to email them. Okay. So in SendGrid, you're able to warm up your IP. They will give you an IP, a free one. But if you ever, expand and grow your list to 10,000, 15,000, you want to end up paying for a dedicated IP that is reputable. There's a company that I use called Mailvio. Mailvio basically allows me to use their IP. It's already warmed up, and what they would do is they will increase your limits or decrease your limits depending on the open rates and people that have opted in. So you want to go with companies like that where you don't have to do most of the work by warming up your IP and things like that. Per se, if you know how to warm up your IP and you know how to set the DKIM up, then you have nothing to worry about. If you become a affiliate of say Amazon has affiliate sales. You can get your unique link and you can send it out to your list. And everyone that goes and hit that link, you get paid from Amazon or any company. There's so many companies out here that does affiliate marketing and it's free to sign up. Some companies will give you a 40% rev share, 20%, 30%, just for sharing their products to your list. So this is another reason why it's crucial to build your list.
So Simon gave you his business card. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to him. Please feel free to reach out to me at any time as well. My email is pampam@cleveland.bbb.org. And I'd be happy to get you in contact with Simon if you have any additional questions. So thank you so much for joining us today, Simon, and thank you for all this great information. I really appreciate it.
Awesome, guys. Hey, everybody keep moving forward. Everybody keep getting better. Inspired to be inspired. That's my last words. Inspired to be inspired. And thank you once again, Miss Pamela. I appreciate you today, and I appreciate everyone that joined in and asked questions. Y'all have a great one.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.